may be white, but this is pretty darn close to the real deal, you know what I'm saying? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make a chicken tikka masala that's so good you may never go to an Indian restaurant ever again. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brian's Kitchen. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon just so you don't miss any upcoming videos. As many of you know, one of my children has a dairy allergy, or at least we think it is anyway. So I need to make this tikka masala sauce dairy-free. Now if you know anything about Indian cooking and you know anything about the tikka masala sauce, it is a tomato-based sauce. However, they do put yogurt or heavy cream in there to make it a lot more creamy and decadent. But I don't have that option right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some dairy-free yogurt by Daiya, and I've never tried it, but it's just plain regular old yogurt. And we're gonna start off by marinating our chicken. So the first step in this process is you gotta get some chicken. So I've got some skinless, boneless chicken thighs that I'm gonna marinate first, and you gotta marinate it for about an hour. Overnight is better, but I've got an hour, so we're gonna do it for about an hour. I'm gonna start off with my yogurt. And I don't really do a lot of measuring when I cook. When you bake, you gotta measure, but when you cook, you can kind of wing it a little bit. I know that I gotta use about a cup of yogurt into my 1 pound of meat here. So 454 grams, I'm gonna use, say, about half of it. That should be about good. Now the next step is pretty simple. All we're gonna do is we're gonna juice half of a lemon in here. Grab a knife. What you're gonna do is take your half a lemon, put it in upside down like that, and then you're gonna squeeze. Next up, we're going to put in some garlic. I've got 3 cloves of garlic here. In we go. Now you need about a tablespoon of ginger, freshly grated ginger in here as well, so I'm gonna cut off about that much. And you use the blunt end of your spoon just to peel it off. I'm gonna take my handy little grater, it's like a handheld grater here, and I'm just gonna grate it in there. Oops. Man, I can't hold this thing. There we go. I say that's good enough. Okay, so now that my ginger and my garlic and my yogurt and my lemon juice are in here, we're gonna put in a couple tablespoons of garam masala powder. Again, I don't really measure, I just put in what I think looks like a couple tablespoons. And about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt or so. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna massage it in there like a good old massage, you know, like this. Sorry, your hands are gonna get a little dirty, but that's okay. I'm gonna massage it in there. Get every little piece coated. Keep one of your hands clean. Like that. Make sure all the pieces are coated. Now you're gonna let this marinate for about an hour in the fridge or overnight if you can. So the next part is really, really simple. It's really, really fast. So we've got some rice cooking right now, some basmati rice. That's what I like to use with this dish. And then what we're gonna do is take the meat out of the fridge. We're gonna get a cast iron skillet really, really hot, and we're gonna start putting the pieces of meat on the skillet. Don't overcrowd it. Space them apart nicely. All we want to do is brown each side of the meat. It doesn't need to be cooked all the way through. Once you've browned all the meat, set that aside. Then you're going to take 2 medium onions and you're going to finely dice them. We're going to add a bunch of oil and butter to the pan. Remember, vegan butter because this is dairy free. Put the onions in, and when they start becoming soft and translucent, we're going to add 3 minced cloves of garlic and 1 tablespoon of finely grated ginger. Once that's all become nice and fragrant, we're going to add our spice mixture, which is going to include 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of garam masala, a teaspoon of cumin, and then a teaspoon of coriander powder. And then maybe about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Once that becomes all nice and fragrant, then we're gonna add our tomato puree. Now, what I'm using is a can of whole tomatoes, and we're just gonna blend it up in the blender, throw that in. You can use strained tomatoes, pre-crushed tomatoes, whatever you wanna use, fresh tomatoes. Then you have to re-blend it again anyway, so I'm just skipping a step. We're gonna use blended tomatoes. After you've added your tomato puree into the mix everything around, and then we're gonna add our chicken back into the mixture again. As it cooks, it's gonna cook cook the rest of the chicken. We're gonna let it simmer for approximately 20 to 25 minutes. After the tomatoes have been simmering with the chicken for about 20 to 25 minutes, we're gonna add the rest of the yogurt from that container that I had into the mixture to make it a little more creamy. If you like this recipe, consider clicking one of these videos over here. I think you're gonna like them just as much as you like this one. If you're new here and you want to see more videos just like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you don't miss another video. We'll see you guys next time.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah.